Well, hello, my dear friends. Today I have a few words for you. Actually, these are 9 words, and these are pretty difficult words. But the funny thing is that it's not important if you even remember those words. The thing is that you need to learn to listen in English, right? So, this is my contribution to your listening improvement or improvement of your listening skill. So listen carefully and do the simplest thing ever. Just take a pen or something, right? And you already have a sheet with 9 words, and there are 9 pictures. I'll talk about the words, about their meaning. I'll say a few funny, interesting stuff, and you just match the words with the pictures, and that's all. That's a very simple thing, right, to do. So, the first word I want to talk about is something that, imagine this, right? Now we have clock. Easy, right? But a long time back, there was nothing like that. And people needed to measure time somehow. Later, then they invented things like sand glass, for example, some other things, right? And today we have radio control clock, whatever. We have watch. We have whatever we want. But a long time back, they used something like a sand glass, but using water, right? So based on water, it was a kind of a clock, right? So it was a clock, a time measuring device. It's clepsydra. So you can actually now match the word clepsydra with a picture. The other word, or the next word I want to talk about, is a sleeper. Oh, maybe you may think that sleeper is something with sleeping. Actually, it does have a lot of different meanings, and one of the meanings is the car in the train where you can sleep, right, with the beds, but not this one, right? Sleepers, usually used in plural, is these are the blocks of wood or concrete which support the railway. So the thing is that if you are on train, under you it's a railway and there are sleepers. You can actually walk on the sleepers. You can step on the sleepers if you want to walk along a railway, for example, if you want to go for a trip. It's such a romantic thing, right? Okay, the next thing, what do you do if you do not have money? Do you go to shops? Do you go shopping? I don't think so, but there is actually a kind of a shop which is called a pawn shop, where you can come when you have no money at all, even if you need some money. Because the thing which you do is that you take something you don't need anymore. I don't know, like an old radio, an old whatever, a game, an old guitar, whatever you want, and you can sell it there. You can actually bring it there. They'll give you money. You'll get the money, and somebody else can buy this thing. So this is a pawn shop. You probably know what a pawn is, right? For example, is this small piece in chess, right? But doesn't matter, right? Pawn shop is this shop where you can bring things to get money. Another word I want to talk about is veneer. Veneer is actually a layer of thin wood. It's a layer of really thin, or a thin layer of wood, let's say, maybe, which is used to cover some cheap material. It used to be really popular in earlier times in the Czech Republic or in Czechoslovakia, because everything was really cheap and not really attractively looking, right? So they used this veneer to kind of hide this, right? And you can also use the word for something attractive which you use to hide something which is not so attractive, right? Usually something ugly or whatever, right? But you want to show the nice thing, so this is veneer. The next word I want to talk about is lassie. It's actually a Scottish word for, and the meaning is quite easy, right? There are two options. You can either say lassie or lass, and it means young girl. Yeah. So the thing is that the name of the dog, a very popular dog, right? Lassie, the film, right? So the very popular dog got her name, like she was named because of this meaning of this word, because you could actually call her my little girl or something like that, right? It was quite yeah, it's a kind of normal thing you do. You call your dog, oh, my little boy, my little girl, whatever, right? So lassie is a girl. The next word is really beautiful. I love it. I actually love the meaning of it. It's petrichor. Petrichor. Sounds very difficult, right? Oh my god. There's some fun with that. Okay, so the word is petrichor, right? And this word means it's actually the smell of rain or of the air, in the air after rain, immediately after rain, usually after a long period of dry weather or warm weather, right? So imagine what it feels, right? You come out and it's like it starts raining after a long time, and it stops raining, and then this wonderful smell. It's petrichor. Poetic, right? The next word I want to talk about is actually consists of two words. It's a water bear. Actually, the real name is of this thing. It's a small, very small, microscopic or almost microscopic animal, and its real name is tardigrade. Tardigrade, but it's very, very difficult, right? But sometimes they are also called moss piglets, like little pigs living in moss. You know what moss is, probably, right? And water bear is just another word for the same thing, just very almost microscopic sized insect, right? And it is believed that they can survive almost any conditions, even in the outer space. Yeah, they take them to the universe and they can survive, right? So even if they are so small, they are really strong. And the next word is moniker. Moniker is actually another word for an artistic name or a pen name or a nickname. So, for example, if you have some, you can have a nickname. My nickname is Lamanai, so I can say my moniker is Lamanai. Or George Harrison of the Beatles was known as a magpie. Magpie, magpie is this bird which is like black and white and blue, which actually steals things. And Eric Clapton, this very famous popular guitarist, is known as Slowhand, right? Who knows why? Because he's quite good. So it's moniker. And the last word for today is moth. You may know it, right? This is probably the easiest one out of those 9. And moth, it's nocturnal insect which looks like barfly. It's obsessed with lamps, so actually my lamp is on here, right? So maybe I'll have a moth here soon. And so it lives at night and it's attracted by light, looks like a barfly. And actually, there's a very interesting thing is that there are about 160,000 species of moth. It's incredible, right? There's even one which is lethal to people. That means that it's dangerous to people. It can kill people, but not when an adult, but when it's a small caterpillar. Caterpillar is like, this larvae. It's like at the beginning, right? And then it becomes the kind of a barfly thing. So and it lives in South America. You don't have to worry. So go ahead and see you later.